Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We're arriving at our destination shortly.
Well, good morning. It's still morning time where I'm at, so I'm gonna say good morning. I never get to say good morning when I talk into this microphone and I look into this camera and I make my eyes real big and I say good morning. It's usually way later than it is right now when I'm streaming, or then when I'm flying too, because I'm always working. I'm always doing something. But today we gonna be flying this Aeromexico plane from Benito Juarez, Hermosa, Tabasco, CPA something, Rosie. I forget the name. I forget the rest of the airport. Let's look at this flight real quick. We got, let's see here. We got Aeromexico. I always pull this up when I can on flight stats because it always has the tail number. And when I build the flight, I try to put the tail number into the SimBrief info, and I plug it into the simulator as well. But a lot of times it doesn't populate on the airplane, which is fine. No big deal. But here's the flight. Mexico City, Villahermosa. Yeah, Carlos Rosa Perez International. Tabasco. The land of Tabasco. It's the same route. We should be flying this pretty much the same route today. We're going to 35,000. But yeah, man, let's jump into this. This mug. I did get into the airplane a little bit earlier just to save seats. You go back to nope. Yep. All right, cockpit. Make sure sound is turned on everywhere. Trying to use GSX. I don't really recall if GSX works well with this airplane. I'm pretty sure it does. All right, so we got everything turned on. Very good. All right, let's go ahead and ground power should already be connected. Yeah, it's already connected. Let's go ahead and get rid of those air stairs real quick, and then we'll get everything started up here. Services. We're going to be using Jetway. All right, good. That's going away. We probably could have done it from here too. Oh yeah, you can. Well, you can do some of it. Let's pull in our flight plan. Here we go. Departure weather. Good. Flight plan. Departure. Care about port dive. All right, we can pull that up if we. Here. Okay, let's get everything. Let's get the airplane turned on real quick, and then we will start getting our ground power, not ground power, the jetway connected and fueled up and all that. So, battery, ground power. Let me see what Terminal 2's coordinates are here. Terminal 2, we are at 46. Well, in the game we're in 46. Here we are, I would say 60. Let's see what 60. North 19254. Five, pretty close, and 0994. Yeah, that's close enough to where we're at. Which, I mean, I was 99% sure it would be accurate to begin with, but just wanted to double check. Now, Aeromexico is partly owned by Delta, so under PMDG's website, you can go to documentation. They have a spreadsheet with the 737, the 738, and the 739 with different setups for the equipment and lights and all that. So I just pretty much followed what Delta's is, since you know, they're partly owned by Delta. So X 8 we'll say 60. Well, can't put that in, can you? Figured PMDG you'd be able to do that. Do it and level up. But that's also X-Plane too. I'm pretty sure Microsoft is the reason why you can't do that. Alright, let's pull up GSX. Going.
Refueling truck is on its way. Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it.
Well, that's doing its thing. Let's see if we can get our route put in here. Go. A route.
Do you want to board crew? Pilot's boarding starting.
Flight plan should be in there. Go, load.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Sure, my
Crew
radios
boarding
are
starting. Fuel truck is in position. Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it. Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity.
Departure checks completed. Bypass being set.
9026.
Locking gear.
Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity.
Yeah, bitch. Oh yeah, that's right. I got to go back here. There we go. Finish getting this plan set up real quick, and then we'll. Oh, I need nav.
Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity.
I did.
Passengers boarding starting.
Yeah, I used it already. Do I need to use it here? I mean, it should be the same thing. Yeah, I did it already, man. Come on, GSX, don't be like that. I said it properly. I said it here, and I said it here as well, which is where... Okay, very good. Fine.
Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity.
Oh my god. So fucking annoying. I tell you what I'm gonna do. Let's come in here.
Hello.
I tell you what we'll do. We'll put in like 14,000, and I'll just change it later. There we go. See?
¿Puedo ver su pase de abordar, por favor? Por aquí, por favor.
Activate. Execute. Alright, legs. Departure, we have runway 05 right, hopefully. OXO 3 Alpha. Here, arrival.
Hello.
Planning on doing the ILSY.
This way, please.
8 with Volco. Tower transition. Get rid of any discontinuities.
Hello.
Okay, that's good. We'll double check our route before we leave. Get the RT data. Let's see if that'll actually load. Alright. 6, 5.
Hola. Hello. This way, please.
Not have saying, but not have the sound turned on. Hold on. Alright, yeah, nothing's coming in for 126.75.
Buenas tardes.
Huh. Let me try radio check.
Hello.
Check 1 2 1 2.
This is what the ATC audio sounds like.
Alright, so it's working.
This is what yours sounds like. Check 1 2 1 2.
There's no ATIS. Try 127.
Hola.
9,000 feet. Temperature 17. Dew point 12. QNH 1029er. Arriving and departing runways 5 right, 5 left.
Buenas tardes.
Transition level 200. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions.
¿Puedo ver su pase de abordar,
Advise
por
on
favor?
initial contact. You have information Yankee. Aeropuerto Internacional Benito Juarez, information Yankee. 1448 Zulu.
Good afternoon.
Wind 330 at 6. Visibility 2. Sky conditions, scattered at 1500 feet. Broken at 9,000 feet. Temperature 17. Dew point 12. QNH 1029er. Arriving and departing runways 5 right, 5 left.
¿Puedo ver su pase de abordar?
Transition level 200. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway and hold short
¿Puedo ver su
instructions.
pase de abordar, por favor?
Advise on initial contact. You have information Yankee.
Alright, information Yankee.
Aeropuerto Internacional Benito
Bienvenido a
Juarez.
bordo.
Information Yankee. 14448 Zulu.
Alright, let's contact
330 at 6. Visibility 2.
¿Puedo ver su
Sky
pase de abordar?
conditions. Scattered at
clearance
1500.
122.1.
Broken at 9,000 feet. Temperature 17. Dew point
Good
12.
afternoon.
QNH 1029er. Arriving and departing.
Benito Juarez, clearance Aeromexico 808, IFR clearance to Villahermosa. We have information Yankee.
Clearance on request. Stand by.
¿Puedo ver su pase de abordar, por favor?
Aeromexico 08, Mexico clearance. Information Yankee is current. Clear to Villahermosa via the NOx 3 Alpha departure, then as filed. Departure runway 5 right. Initial climb to 10,000. Departure on 119.75 squawk 6525.
This way, please.
Cleared to Villahermosa via Denoxo 3 Alpha departure, Dennis Fowl, departure runway 5 right, initial climb to 10,000, departure 119.75, squawk 6525, Aeromexico E08.
Pase de abordar, por favor.
Aeromexico 808, read back correct. Ground is on 12. 1.0 safe flight, sir.
¿Puedo ver su pase de abordar?
Alright, we got 6525 in there. It looks. It's tuned to ground 121.0. Oh, it's already in there. Very good.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Aeromexico Flight 808, departing from Mexico City to Villahermosa. My name is Alejandro El Hombros y Paellas y Haciendas y García de la Torre y Pérez del Campo Rodríguez de Arrieta, alcalde municipal del Real Madrid. And I'm joined by my wonderful colleagues today. Please take your seats according to your boarding passes. And stow your hand luggage in the overhead bins or under the seats in front of you. If you need any assistance, don't
You're so
hesitate to ask
racist.
any of our friendly
Oh,
crew
Jesus
members.
Christ.
Thank you for choosing Aeromexico, and gracias.
That's one nice thing about saying tensions. I'm kidding, I'm kidding, I'm kidding. No, it's funny saying tensions, man. That's funny as shit. But it's not just Alejandro. It's almost every ethnicity. It's stereotyped in a way that could be true, could not be true, but it's funny just that it's just like that in your face. I think it's kind of funny. It's them rattling off all those names. I don't know why I thought that was fun, but I did. Cancel me. I don't give a shit. Cancel my ass. All right, so let's put it in the right weight here. 9026. And let's put in the right payload. So we have, let's see here, total cargo 3629. Oh yeah, that's way off. Oh, we're at 68.5 for takeoff weight. I wonder why it's saying it's too heavy. All right, cargo is 3600, so let's put in 800 up front and 2800 here. We have 168 people, so that's fine there. Turn. Let's just make sure all this is correct here. Here. And okay. 2800. Now that that is done, should be able to come into here now and click performance initialization. We should be able to do that. Let's try it again. Okay, let's go back to route. We'll do it. It's very interesting that it's not sending, that it's not doing that. Here, report from aircraft. No. Very good. All right. Well, we can just set it from here, I guess. So, gross weight. Have a gross weight. 8.67. It's very surprising that it doesn't, well, it used to do that. Alright, 68.7. No, maybe because MMMX is on the bottom. Alright, let's try this now. Get out of there. Still not, very strange. Alright, so 68.7. Planned fuel it. Three. Oh, 6. Be in reserve. Cost index 38. 35,000 feet. Cruise wind. 7511. Good. Unlit. $22. No D rate, it looks like. Oop. Have a graphic again. Check out the slope for this runway. Still haven't even turned on the APU yet. So that's pretty much 0, so we can just say 0 for the slope. Calm winds. So we'll just do 0, 5, 2. Flaps 5. Gravity. $44, $45, $48. 5, 4, 5, 8. Excellent. All right, that's all done. Let's get the APU turned on, which should have did a while ago, but a little busy. Hermosa, I'm sorry, Benito Juarez ground, Aeromexico 808 requesting pushback and engine start clearance.
808. Pushback and engine start approved. Face northwest. Attention all aircraft. Information Bravo is now current. QNH 1028.
Generator working well. Get our ground power disconnect. Get rid of our shocks. You were ready. PSX. Shocks. East nose to left.
Release parking brakes, please. Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at wing.
Dead center. A little bit of center.
Captain, the cabin is ready for departure. Cabin crew, all doors in flight and cross-check. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Aeromexico Flight 808, departing from Mexico City to Villahermosa. We are delighted to have you with us today. Our captain for this flight is Gregory, and our first officer is Long Duck Dong. Joining me in the cabin are my wonderful colleagues, Maria, E. Juan, Sofia, and Carlos. As we prepare for departure, please give us your full attention.
Oh shit, I forgot to
Safety
turn the
first,
APU air on.
fiesta later, eh? To fasten your seatbelt, insert the metal tip into the buckle until you hear a click. To unfasten, simply leave the buckle.
Wonder we
Please
weren't
ensure
starting
your
up.
seatbelt is fastened low and tight across your lap at all times when seated. In the unlikely event of a loss of cabin pressure, oxygen masks will drop from the panel above you. To use the mask, pull it towards you to start the flow of oxygen. Place it over your nose and mouth and secure it with the elastic band. Remember to secure your own mask before assisting others. We also have life vests located under your seats. To use the vest, pull it out, slip it over your head, and pull the straps to tighten. Inflate the vest by pulling the red tabs or by blowing into the tubes. In the event of an evacuation, please leave your luggage behind. Your safety is our priority. There are 4 emergency exits on this Boeing 738. 2 at the front and 2 over the wings. Please take a moment to locate the nearest exit, which may be behind you. We expect a flight time of approximately 1 hour and 10 minutes.
We have a good engine
After
start.
our meal or snack
You can
service,
disconnect.
we will come around selling articles from the Aeromexico shop. Thank you for your attention and enjoy your flight with us today. Gracias.
Unlocking gear. Tow track disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
They didn't really push us anywhere. Still got to make this turn. I'm wondering if since I didn't have the hydraulics turned on, wonder if that was it. I don't remember if I had the electrics turned on, but that could have been it. Check the generator before we switch power over. Good. Excellent. I mean, I had no doubt that it was going to work. Simulating here, so. Okay, let's shut the AP off. Go light, taxi light, put our flag 5. Our brake on RTO. Okay. Verify takeoff speed. Flight director. Flight director. Runway. See here. Okay, and we should be right around here. Oh, you know, we never did set our, we did set the pressure. 30, 40? Wow. Oh, that's a lot of pressure. Then 29.5. Switch this to the Pascal since we're down with valve. You know, one thing PMDG I would like them to change is when you're changing the pressure when you're in hectopascals, it would be nice if you could do 3 clicks for each digit. Kind of like how it is in a lot of other airplanes. Kind of my only, you know, I gotta complain about something. I always complain. Let's go back to menu here. We can go back to FMC. Progress there. Let's make sure everything works on. That works. That works. And that works. And rudder. Alright, let's get clearance for taxi. Benito Juarez, ground Aeromexico 808, requesting taxi clearance to 05 right.
Aeromexico 808, taxi to runway 5 right, via Lima Alpha.
Copy that, taxi to runway 05 right via Lima Alpha, Aeromexico 808. Lima Alpha. Alright, let's roll. I haven't even checked my throttles. Hopefully they're... There. So yeah, every time I fly in Microsoft Simulator, there's always a truck in my way. Truck or an airplane. It is always the case. Now, I have live weather on and live time. I kind of want to make it, you know how I would like to take off. I like to be a little darker when I'm taking off. Let's do that now. I don't know you, so you can go to voicemail. Trucks, get out of my way, truck. Oh shit, I forgot to turn the lights on up top. Oops. Look up. I'm like, wait, no lights. We got some traffic in front of us. That's pretty cool. I like seeing that kind of stuff. We don't usually see that. What's the tower's frequency? Okay, so departure is 119.75. Tower is 118.55. That should be trucks. No, it's not programmed. Okay. We have 118.55. I could click the button and have it done automatically, but when we hold short here, we'll where's the runway at? I see it now. Right up here. I can start typing this in. 18.55. I believe 119.75 was ground. I mean, was departure. Yeah, 119.75. Turn off say intentions now. Definitely works quicker when you click on the frequencies with them. It works quicker when you use their app that you can download. Or their interface, actually. It's not really an app. Their interface. Benitez, Juarez, Tower, Aeromexico 808, holding short runway 05 right, ready for departure.
Aeromexico 08, Mexico Tower, runway 5 right, wind 070 at 4, clear for takeoff.
Cabin crew, take your seats for departure.
Cabin crew, take seats for departure.
There's a toga button. I guess not. Oh yeah, that's right. Toga's with the screw. That's right. The rudder pedals are very slippery.
Speed alive. 80 knots.
You're not. Let's check.
V1, rotate.
Positive rate, landing gear up. Not too far off from where we should be.
Aeromexico 808, contact departure.
Contact departure, Aeromexico 808.
Dear guests, we are pleased to inform you that the use of electronic devices is now allowed. You may now switch on your devices, but please ensure they are in airplane mode. Also, our onboard Wi-Fi service is available for your convenience. Enjoy your flight with Aeromexico.
Aeromexico departure. I'm sorry. We need to wireless departure. Aeromexico 808. Climbing through 11,000 feet. Flight level 350.
Aeromexico 08, Mexico
Alright, why is
departure radar contact.
What happened to our flight plan? Holy shit. Oh my god. What the fuck happened?
Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached cruising altitude on Aeromexico Flight 808, flying from Mexico City to Villahermosa. We will now begin our snack and drink service, featuring delicious options like
What
our
the hell happened to our,
premium tequila tastings, eh? After the service, we will come around selling articles from the Aeromexico shop, so keep an eye out for that.
That's funny.
Thank you for flying with us and enjoy your flight. Gracias.
Dude, I can't even put in a route right now. That's weird. What the hell happened?
Aeromexico 08, Mexico departure, climb flight level 290.
Alright, well, we'll just fly without a route. Okay, climb flight level 290, Aeromexico 26, Aeromexico 808. Okay, let's get up to speed first. Put our flaps up. No wonder LNAV and VNAV weren't working. We'll find some VOR stations. We'll start heading south. 290, let's head south. Oh, you know, actually, we gotta head east. we have any, there's Paz. I put in a volley? Here. Hello, how are you? Welcome. Our flight.
Aeromexico 808, climb flight level 300.
Aeromexico 808, climb flight level 300. Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm very good. I just, for some reason, our flight plan got erased. I'm not sure how that happened. So, yeah, I know. I went to take off, and I tried to engage LNAV and VNAV, and it just wasn't having it. And I didn't know why until I took off, and I went to put VNAV on, and it wasn't working. So, we'll be okay. I mean, I have it right here. Trying to find some stations that I can program, but not having much luck. Are you a fan of PMDG or Light Factor or Microsoft? Like, are you into simming or? Cool. Yeah, I love simming. I wish I had more time to do it. I've definitely grown to...
Mexico 808, contact Mexico control on 128.5.
Contact Mexico control 128.5, Aeromexico 808. Yeah, I've definitely grown to enjoy X-Plane, I think, a bit more than Microsoft, and it's Microsoft's fault. I was all about Microsoft for a long time until it just started becoming unplayable. Mexico Center, Mexico 808, currently climbing through 16,000 feet for flight level 350. Yeah, like Microsoft 2024 is just like...
Aeromexico 08, Mexico control identified. ¿Qué tal San Martín de las Pirámides QNH 1018?
Like, I think a lot of what they did in 2024, they probably could have just made that like downloadable content for 2020. Like, it's crazy that, you know, that simulator's been out for almost a year and it's still just... It's still not like, I don't know, maybe that's how it's supposed to be. But anyways, are you like a big fan of like airline flying?
08, Mexico control, climb flight level 350.
Or are you like more of a fan of general aviation planes or fighter jets? Climb flight level 350, Aeromexico 808. Yeah, I hear you. Me too. There's some general aviation planes that I really enjoy, but there's nothing like flying an airliner, I think. We're going from Mexico City to Villahermosa, Mexico. Tabasco, really, is where Tabasco is made. Yeah, here's Mexico City right here. We're just flying. Not a long trip today. I flew a 737 last night, the free one from Level Up, and I just wanted to kind of compare things with. It's been a long time since I've flown a PMDG airplane, so I wanted to see if it's still as good as I remember it being, and it hasn't disappointed me yet. Okay, what's our cruise speed supposed to be? Let's see here. Should be at 0.78, 0.79. And I also have the Boris audio sound pack for this airplane, so should make the sounds a little bit better from what I understand. I don't remember what it sounds like by itself, but here. But there's no IFR map.
Traffic.
Just going to use heading mode and just follow this as closely as we can. Oh, here's an option here. Okay, IFR. Oh, a thumbnail. Here, let me share my, let me turn my screen on. So with, I usually use his app to make my thumbnails. Most of the time. Sometimes I use what's called high pick, which is, I can use that on my tablets. But no, I just went down and just chose it from the memes and just typed it in, and then just, you know, inputted like the Boris audio. That's like a sticker that I made. This, the Aeromexico symbol, I just copied from one of their web pages and just cropped it, and then just typed in the rest. But yeah, no, I got it from his app, PIZAP. I never heard about this until I bought the computer, and then it came with a year subscription for free with the computer, and then I've been using it ever since. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good system. Yeah, no problem. Like I said, high pick is another good one, but I think that's only available on tablets and things like that. Now we're pretty much right on mark with our. I don't think this is going to give us. Direction. No, it wouldn't be on there. It would our flight plan. Alright, well, even though we don't have the route programmed, we're pretty much dead on it. I have live weather turned on. Yeah, we got live weather turned. I might as well put on live time now. We've already done the takeoff. That back on. I just turned down the I made it morning time. I like taking off when it's kind of dark. I like seeing the lights of the runway and all that. Well, hello, Mr. Keith. What's happening, brother? How you doing, good sir? I hear you, man. I'll be working from home tomorrow, as I do every day, except for Mondays when I'm off. But that's good, man. I'm glad you're doing good. I haven't talked to you in a little bit. It's tough for me to get in and you know, get online during the day because I work usually during the day. But Mondays I'm off, and I don't usually stream, you know, during the day. But I wanted to do it today because I haven't done it in a long time. I would love to be able to do flights like during the day, man. It's tiring, like after work. Then starting to fly like after work, like that gets tough sometimes. Especially when you have like a job as mentally as draining as, you know, selling insurance over the phone. Oh, I understand, man. Shit, I understand, man. If I had somebody I watched on a regular or said hi to every once in a while, it'd be tough for me to check them out at nighttime too. Yeah, absolutely. I could do it a little bit during the day here and there, but just to sit and watch, that'd be tough for me. I'd have to go back and watch the video like later on. Thing is, like, I would go back to just making videos, but which I kind of would like to do. Like, I would like to just go back and just make videos like I used to, but the editing, the time that it takes to edit, I'd only be able to put out maybe 1 or 2 videos a week, which I don't know. Maybe I'll do that. I just, most of the time I think people like interacting with me, so which, you know, that's a double-edged sword for me because I talk all day. So by the time I get online, like, I really don't feel like talking most of the time, but I do it anyways. But I would like to go back and just make regular videos again. I like editing videos and doing all that. We can turn, we can get rid of GSX. Yeah, I know the feeling. I'm the same way, dude. Alright, we're still doing good in our flight plan. After we make this turn, we'll engage the nav for the localizer. Somehow, Keith, the flight plan got erased out of our flight management system. It might have been my fault, but yeah. All right, we'll make sure we get up to the correct speed once we. Well, we can start increasing our speed now. Let's angle this down a little. Thankfully, there's a very good map built in that works properly, and it's not too long of a flight, but. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think when I went in and double-checked the weights, I think I might have erased the flight plan by accident. Okay. And we want to be on a, looks like a 170-ish kind of course. A 180 is straight down. That could be like 130 maybe. Get it right here actually. I think this will show it. I thought it showed the, I could have sworn it used to show the mileage and the direction, like the course or the heading number. I would have sworn that shit used to show that. Maybe because it's on an airway, it's not showing it. Alright, well, whatever. Let's wait till we get to a valley and then we'll turn.
Hello, Captain Gregory and First Officer Long Duck Dunk. Would you like anything to drink or a small snack? The cabin is in a great mood and the passengers are enjoying their snacks. Just wanted to check in with you both. Ladies and gentlemen, we are currently serving snacks and drinks. Please let us know if you need anything. Enjoy your flight with Aeromexico. Gracias.
Love to see the airplane on this map. It'd be nice if there was a different icon. Alright, we can start heading south now.
Aeromexico 808. Descent in about 20 minutes. Notify if you're ready to descend before that.
Copy that. Descend in about 20 minutes. If we decide to descend early, we'll let you know. Aeromexico 808. Yeah, Alejandro, if you could bring me a Gatorade, that would be great.
Aeromexico 808. Continue climb flight level 350.
Okay, Captain Gregory, I will bring you a Gatorade right away.
Thanks, sir. I'll go into the localizer and ride that out for about 70 miles. Localizer's captured. Now, I wonder if I can put in the landing information though. That's the thing. Like, approach. Put in MMVA. Alright. Well, this could be an interesting landing. It could be more of a manual. More manual than anything. Okay, so all we can do is really just input in... Okay. Input in the landing altitude. Okay, can we at least... Man, all this time you still can't request the winds. Wow, that's wild, PMDG. Can't believe you still can't do that after all this time. We can plug it in though. Okay, so we have 31,000 feet. 20,000. 20,000. 25,000. You. Invalid entry. Son of a bitch. FL 010. FL. Maybe you can't put anything in there at all. Let's try 1000. FL. This doesn't work, then not gonna work. Okay, fuck it. That works on almost every other airplane that you can put that into. Alright, 06113. Not that important, that's just for anti-ice. 061. But I like to fill in all the blanks when I can. 7011. Zero 9411. Put in the deviation, will it allow it? Degrees Celsius, if they'll allow it. But valid entry. Okay, so let's try 11 slash. Not sure what the UNH is. Where we're to. Let's see what the is. And 13. Okay, that works. I can just type in 1000. Alright, I won't worry about it. Alright. We have no legs. We'll just sit on this page then. Alright, we have 42 miles until we get to this waypoint here. Let's see what comes up after. I guess we could put an MTT. Oh, and then we're just going right to Villahermosa. Okay. So 116.7. Type that in. And let's look at our part for landing. Approach. ILS, it was ILSY. This is what we were. Really, I have never seen that before. Okay, never mind. That was the VOR we. I was like, I've never seen the VOR station be the localizer before. I was like, that's weird. Alright, here we go. This is the right one. The 110.5 degrees. Transition level is 19.5. 100. Down to. Okay, well, once we get past the... Oh, you don't have to, No, you're not bothering me. It's alright, man, if you have to go. No worries. It was nice chatting with you for a little bit. Yeah, anti-ice, anti-ice. Yeah, man. Yeah, ice is, it's an interesting topic, ice. Very interesting topic for a lot of folks. Alright, I do want to plug in the info for... You bring up this... oh, I can't bring up the info I need to from... Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. I will continue to try. It's easy to make stuff I enjoy doing when the simulators work properly. When they stop working properly, like it usually does, that's when I start to become very pessimistic. Alright, mode, we'll do IMC for instrument. We are on visual rule, so we'll put it on visual. Alright, and the runway length is 7218. 7218 for the length, and it's 148 feet. Oh no, elevation 27. Okay, so we have elevation, we have length. Actually, we'll put it on instrument. Start off with, I don't know if we're gonna keep instrument mode up. Oh shit, we gotta get ready to make a turn. Alright, let's go into heading mode. Veracruz, Mexico. General Heriberto Yara. International. Isn't there a General Heriberto over in Portugal also? Or Spain, isn't there? I could have sworn that there's an airport like that. I'm glad I didn't restart this flight. I came real close to restarting when I saw that the flight plan didn't make it in, didn't stay in the system. I was like, let me just, but there's no quick way to restart this airplane. Oh, that's a little mud. It's so hard to see the airplane on this map. Could just be because we're in the VFR map. Let's put it different. That's a little that low or high. Oh, we could actually do the world map. Oh no, that's like this. Yeah, we'll leave world map on. That'll be it. Let's angle just, or let's go say 90 degrees. And then once we catch our route, we'll angle it back down again a little bit. Alright, let's plug in 116.7. We're a little far away still for that to populate. Alright, let's head southeast again. 120. Looks about 120-ish. Now our arrival again is 85 is the course. I believe it's 110.5, yeah, 10.5. Say intentions, they'll probably wind up vectoring us anyway, so. One nice thing about this, I like how it switches between VOR and ILS automatically. Sometimes, certain airplanes like this, you have to use the mode button, but this flips it automatically. That's how they do. I don't think that's how it's done in real. I doubt that the system would. I clicked the fucking clock. I looked at the clock button before we left, and I was like, I'll push it. I never pushed it. Alright, and we are at the correct baro there. Good. Landing dispatch. Flight plan, okay. 8. Report weather, calculate them. Our weight right now. 6. Put in 65. Flaps full. Okay, ice off. Okay, no reversers. Report weather. They're saying 146. Let's see what SimBrief says. Populate. Weather. 40. Alright, so they're about the same. Pretty good. Oh. Frick. Wow, that like is like you're either zoomed in a whole lot or not a lot. Like I don't know, I wish I had the flight plan inputted so we could just like chill and like just sit and just watch. Fuck. Promise I didn't mean to erase the flight plan. That was a pure accident. I promise it wasn't intentional. Quiet. Too quiet. In a world. Night, if I come back and stream tonight, it's probably gonna be around 7 or 8 o'clock. There's a good chance it's gonna be the new A2A simulations airplane, the Comanche. Not the Comanche, sorry. The Aerostar 600. There was an update that came out 4 days ago for it. There's a good chance I'll be streaming that if I go live tonight. If not, it'll probably be tomorrow night. I mean, even though it's a pain in the ass for me to stream during the week, I still do it. No, it's just by the time, like usually when I get off of work, I get off at 6 o'clock. Tuesday through Friday, I get off at 6. Saturday, I get off at 6:30. By the time I get off, I usually have something to do when I get off for one of my kids, sometimes for myself. Sometimes I have to go run out and do shit, you know, like get stuff for the home, make dinner, eat dinner, shower. I mean, even though I'm sitting all day and inside, I still shower almost every day, every 2 at the most. Don't look at me like that. Y'all do the same shit. Most of you, if you're working outside, I understand showering every day. If you're working at home, it's really, there's really no reason to shower every day, unless you're just a gross, sweaty person in general. I mean, I'm gross, but like I'm not sweaty. At least not doing that job. fan in. Rechargeable fan that I keep next to my desk. Love that fan, man. That fan is awesome. That just looks so good, man. It's crazy. I got like everything maxed out. Now I am using what's it called? Ooh, it's not even running right now. And it looks this good? I'm wondering if I should not even run it. Let me turn my so I've been using pause the flight real quick. I've been using auto FPS. I mean, I like it's a must for me, at least when I'm flying in 2024, but I didn't even have it turned on now, and this shit was looking that good and running smooth. Let me up, go window, go back to flying.
Aeromexico 808, contact Merida Control on 128.3.
Contact Merida Control on 128.3, Aeromexico 808. Merida Control, good morning, Aeromexico 808, currently flying flight level 350.
Aeromexico 08, Merida Control identified. Saludos.
Thank you, Aeroplane MC, for subscribing. Appreciate you. We are so close to 1,000 subscribers. I never thought anybody would watch this shit. Like, I thought, you know, especially with me yapping. Like, it's one thing to watch because of the airplanes. It's another thing, like, to put up with me. I think my personality's okay, but it's tough to gauge it now because, like, to be 100% transparent. Like, I've lost like all my friends since I got full custody of the kids like years ago, and between that and COVID, like, all my friends have moved away, or I'm just not like, I just don't have time for friends, and it sucks because I had a good amount of friends at one point, and we were pretty close. We were pretty tight, and then I mean, shit happens. I did some bad stuff to one of them that I'm not going to get into today, but I wasn't a very good friend to one of them. Yeah, it's crazy, man. I wish I had time for friends, man. What were they just trying to say to me? Oh, okay. Copy that. We'll descend to flight level 250, Aeromexico 808. Yeah, like before I had full custody of my kids, I was able to go out and like socialize and date and have friends, and you know, we'd meet up once or twice a week. You know, usually at like local bar or restaurant, or go see a movie, or go over somebody's house and chill. It's crazy how, yeah, when you get older, you just have no time for that shit. Sucks, really.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have begun our descent into Villahermosa. Please return to your seats, stow your tables, and fasten your seatbelts. The use of lavatories is no longer permitted at this time. Thank you for your cooperation, and we will be landing shortly. Gracias.
Yeah, I had, I don't know what I was getting ready to say.
Aeromexico 808, descend altitude 15,000.
Descend altitude 15,000, Aeromexico 808. I'm just going to leave it at minus 2,000 for the descent rate. I think that should be sufficient to get us down to our altitudes. I can't believe I forgot to put the flight plan. I mean, I didn't forget. It was in there. I just can't believe it.
Aeromexico 808, descend altitude 4,000.
Why so quick? Like, we just started descending. Descend altitude 4,000, Aeromexico 808. Oh, that's pretty badass. It has our route here. That is nice. It'd be nice if it got rid of this. But it's nice that it has our actual approach. That is cool. That's pretty good, man. Good job, PMDG. That's pretty slick. I like that. I like that the map works as well. A lot of these airplanes, when you get into it, like, the map just doesn't work. Now that I've read on Boris's website this morning, how when you decelerate, it added more bass to the engines. That was a pretty cool sound. Spoilers aren't working. That's not good. I gotta pause this for a second. Button should be doing spoilers. Yeah. Make sure it's not called anything else. Bugs. Vertical. Pilot. Alright, fuck it. If we have to put on the speed brace, we'll just do it manually. And just click on the spot where we want it.
Traffic.
Aeromexico 808. Traffic at your 12 o'clock. 2 miles at flight level 26020. East you.
Roger that. We just saw traffic went off our port side.
Aeromexico 808, traffic no factor.
That was pretty cool. I'd never had that happen in the game with say intentions and the airplane catching it at the same time. I don't think I've ever had say intentions catch that shit before. Don't start working well now, say intentions. Right before I get ready to cancel you. You can't do that. Not allowed to do that, say intentions. At a 80 miles out, 8, 16, 24. That's going to be cutting it. That's going to be cutting it close. Hopefully we don't have to do any kind of go around before we land. They make a really good airplane, PMDG. They really are the phoenix of Boeing. I've tried to find a better one. Maybe Flight Factor. I haven't tried Flight Factor, so I can't give you an honest opinion on that. But certainly with iFly's okay. Level Up, I don't really count them, I guess, because it's free. But for free, it's amazing. But paid Boeing 737, these guys, awesome. Awesome. What's up, yo? See what altitude we're at. All right, we're speeding a little bit. Let's put on our brakes. What's the pressure right now? Let's see. 10, 12. 26 degrees, man. That's a dew point. Wow, it's 32 degrees Celsius there right now. That is hot. No wonder that city's called Tabasco. Fucking hot ass city. I guess you need a hot city if you're making. You know, I put Tabasco sauce on my corn the last couple of times I ate corn on the cob. It was pretty damn good. I had some corn on the cob with my dinner last night, and I got the spray butter. So I cook it in the microwave first of all. Cook it in the husk, and I do it for 4 minutes for one piece, and then for each additional piece of corn, I usually add 2 or 3 minutes depending on how big they are. Anyways, back to the store. So I had corn with dinner last night, the last couple of nights actually. After they're done cooking, I cut the end off. So the reason I cook them in the husk is you can actually shake them out of the husk and keep all the silk in the husk. So essentially you take after it's done cooking, you take the end where the stalk is and you cut a little bit into the corn. So when you cut down through it, the bottom end that you're looking at is just husk, silk, corn. Grab it by the top. Use a towel because it's really hot, and then you just shake it a little bit and it slides right out. Anyway, and then when it's done cooking, I put a little bit of salt and pepper on it, roll it around. And then if I need to eat it again, I'll eat it up. But like last night, yeah, I was putting this spray on it, and then I was putting a little bit of Tabasco on the corn, man. It was Tabasco on corn on the cob. Y'all are sleeping on that. You need to get on that. Man. Been a pretty good flight so far, since we even though we don't have a flight plan in here. Alright, I think we can maybe slow up.
Aeromexico 808. Contact Villahermosa approach on 120.9er.
Contact Villahermosa approach on 120.9er, Aeromexico 808. Villahermosa, good morning. Aeromexico 808, descending through 15,000 feet, looking for the ILS Yankee, runway 08. So I slowed our descent down for a couple of reasons. One, because I had to, since we're not really automated like we typically are, since we have no flight plan. We're getting ready to get to 10,000 feet. I want to make sure we were at the right speed, and we were descending kind of quick for the altitude we're at. So yeah, okay, that's good. We'll leave it at 1500 for now. Actually put this on 13 because that's usually where I keep it. Keep us from overspeeding. Put that. Seats back on. Put our landing lights on. But that flight last night was crazy. That storm we flew through. Woo. These clouds are giving me that kind of feeling again. Yeah, we flew at 38,000 feet. We were flying last night over Alaska, and the clouds were still like 10,000 feet above us. Like it was, you couldn't see anything, man. We were in the soup for probably about 30 miles last night, maybe. I'm gonna start angling down towards. Oh no, I'll wait. I'll try to stick to this as much as I can, and then when we get to the right spot, we'll angle down. Just not really sure how fast I should be descending. We're still 34 miles away, and we're not that far off the ground. It doesn't look like we're at. We might be 10,000 feet above sea level, but not above actual ground. Get a little closer. Put that on. I could set up a fix, actually. I didn't even think of that.
Cabin is ready. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now on our final approach to
MMVA.
Villahermosa. Please turn off your electronic devices and stow them until we've arrived at the gate.
Radial
Kindly put your
is
tray tables away.
265.
Ensure your seats are in their full upright position and fasten your seatbelts. We will be arriving at gate 25. Thank you for your cooperation. Gracias.
Aeromexico 08, Villahermosa approach. Proceed direct CI 08. Cleared for the ILS runway 8 approach.
Copy that. Proceed direct CI 08. Clear for the ILS runway 8 approach. Aeromexico 808. Oh no, I just turned off say intentions. Ah, fuck it. We'll just pretend that they're still there. I didn't mean to turn them off. I was just trying to close that screen out. TI-08's right here, I believe, so pretty much heading in the right direction. Still fast though. we won't be hearing from Alejandro anymore today. I turned off say intentions by accident. Well, you know, I could probably turn them back on. Maybe it'll pick up from where we're at, I don't know. I've never really turned them on before, like mid-flight. Okay, we're good. See if Alejandro is still there. We're doing pretty good. Out on approach mode. There's our ring that we put in. We're almost at 265. Alright, localizer's captured. Should be just about ready. Alright, glide slope is now captured as well. Now we just need to work on getting our speed down. Let's put our landing gear down. That'll certainly help things. Start putting our flaps down. We may have to do a go around. I said that a while ago too, but we can get the speed to come down at all.
Aeromexico 808, contact Villa Hermosa Tower on 118.7.
Contact Villa Hermosa Tower on 118.7, Aeromexico 008. Villa Hermosa Tower, good afternoon. Aeromexico 808, currently established on the localizer for runway 08. Cabin crew, take your seats for landing.
Cabin crew, take seats for landing.
It's tough to get the right position for me on when I'm using this setup here. Like when I use the Xbox controller, it's much easier. Yeah, see, we're still speeding up. Alright, let's just go flaps full. Try to slow down. But the reason why we put in the height of the runway and the length is to try to get this, if you're into having this heads-up display be accurate, that'll put the reticle right on the sweet spot of the touchdown zone. I would like to take over manual control, but I can't even see the runway. My control.
Approaching minimums. Minimums. $50, $40, $30, $20, $10.
Oh, we got to work on center line, but that's all right. We'll get there. There's like no buildings here. Well, we got 5 stars. I mean, that's what matters. I'll take minus 342. That's pretty good, I think. 5 stars. We'll take it. All right, that's about it for this episode. We getting out of here. We getting out of here. I got stuff to do, man. It's Monday afternoon. It's my day off. I got shit to do. But there's a good chance I'll be back tonight. The if you like the thumbnail for this episode, this is the thumbnail that did I download it? Oh, I haven't downloaded it yet.
808, welcome to Villa Hermosa. Taxi 225 at your discretion.
Shut the fuck. All right. I don't have it. I didn't download it yet. Don't worry about it. Check it out tonight when you show up tonight. And that's about it, my friends. I will see you hopefully later today. Keith, it was good talking with you for a few minutes. Hope the rest of your day goes well and your work week goes well, and everybody else. I will hopefully see y'all maybe in a few hours. If not, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Make sure you hit like and subscribe before you leave, and about it. See ya.